The Big Show with Night and Day for the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, the 18th of February, 2025. And you, my friend, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Very good. Hey, Pugs,
Yeah, man.
before you go, mate,
Ah,
it's got a bit of a bone to pick.
Oh, really?
really?
Sorry, Jason, did you say you've got a bone to pick?
Yeah, man.
did you say you've got a boner pick?
I got a bone to
He
pick.
got a boner pick.
I'm just
You got
looking.
a boner pick?
Pugs prints out our show breakdown every day.
Our planner.
Our planner.
No, what have I done?
I just want you to look at the date on that.
Oh,
That's not right,
shiver me
Pugs.
It's not
timbers.
right. It's the 18th, Pugs.
Oh,
Not
wow.
the 17th.
Heavens to Betsy.
Is this yesterday's one?
Oh my gosh! No, it's a new one. I've put
Yeah.
I put
Date on
today's
it.
content in there, but I've left yesterday's date.
Pugs,
Yeah.
get out.
Okay.
Mogey, you stallion. I've got no gripe with you, that's for sure. How's life?
Going
How's
pretty
life, you
grousey,
stud?
you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. God, it's hot again, man. I'm always talking about the weather because I'm just loving it so much, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. It's going to be a sad day when summer ends, don't you reckon, fellas?
It is going to be sad, actually. I've really enjoyed this summer. Made the most of it.
Autumn's pretty all G, though, isn't it? Like the start of autumn.
Oh, yeah, the part of autumn that's kind of like summer is all good.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Where you have the Indian summer.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on.
Racism alert.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Racism
shocking.
alert.
Sorry, fellas.
That was so racist.
Oh, my God.
First break of the show. Oh, hang on. Pugs actually had in the show planner, Jase says something racist here, so we'll just tick that off.
Bring that
Oh,
forward.
okay. So
Yeah.
when was that going to be in the third slot after five?
Yeah, so we'll move that forward.
Keyzie, you mad bastard. How's life? You got your Bulldogs rugby league jersey on there. You got your filthy cap. How's life?
Why are you turning filthy cap into my thing?
Well, it's just that you keep wearing filthy caps.
This cap is spotless. And this is my throwback 1994 Bulldogs jersey that my uncle gave me. Just getting excited for the NRL season. And when the season's on, I watch 6, 7 out of the 8 games every
Yeah,
week.
you love it.
I love it.
You're a mad dog.
Speaking of rugby league, later on in the show, we're going to be speaking to Charnze.
Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad, fullback
Yeah.
for the Wires. Very excited about that. We've got a chat about a pitch invader shortly,
Oh,
fellas.
yes.
And later on, a chance for the listeners to actually win tickets to go along to the Hokitika Wild Foods Festival.
Yeah, how
So
good.
plenty
man,
to
how good.
listen out for. And, of course, the GOAT Countdown continues.
Yeah, well, where are we up to now? 8:09. Should we just kick back into it, fellas?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
This is the GOAT.
Number 809. Exponents. Erotic.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah, well, there it is, fellas. Eddie vetted there. 8:08 on the countdown. Hard, son. Where did that come last time, Keyzie?
That's a really good question, Jace. Let me just fire up the old doc here from the 2024 GOAT.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, wow. 987.
Wow. So a bit of a jump. Bit of a jump
Wow.
there, fellas.
Making its way towards the top. And
Man.
before you know it, it'll be number 1, Jace.
Yeah, great
Wowzers.
stuff. Hey, we've got some breaking news.
We certainly do.
This is breaking news.
Damn it. I struggled to time that one for some reason. I don't know why. The breaking news is that a pitch invader during the Blues v Chiefs game at Eden Park over the weekend
Yes.
was hospitalised. Now, there was a great video that the ACC and Hauraki uploaded. Go and have a look. It's got, I think, almost 13,000 likes on this video.
Wow.
A guy who's fully nude. He wrestles his way past the security guard, jumps over the barrier, runs onto the field during play, and the referee has to stop the game. One of the other blokes who tried to get on the field at the same time didn't even make it over the barriers. That is the guy who was put in hospital with, and I quote, moderate injuries.
Yeah.
Moderate injuries. So,
Yeah.
Was that caught on video? What happened to him?
no, that one wasn't, unfortunately.
I think you can actually see it
Off to the
off to
side.
the side a little bit there, Mogey,
Yeah.
but it's not the focus of the video.
That's right.
Right,
yeah.
So this person was admitted to hospital in moderate condition.
Was he nude?
He was, to be fair, he wasn't fully nude.
Oh, okay.
The main guy in the video is, but the other
Yes.
guy wasn't. And the question is, basically, if you run onto the field, is it fair game that you can get absolutely poleaxed by security?
My
Your
vibe
thoughts?
for you, Mogey, is you love it.
Oh, is it?
You love
That's
his
my,
poleaxe.
that's my vibe, is that you're going to say, yeah, I love that.
Well, I think my vibe is, you know the rules.
100%.
And that's what it is. So
Yes.
if you don't want to get poleaxed, don't streak. Because the rules have been put in place, everybody knows what to expect, and that's what's going to happen. So if you don't like it, it's no worries, just stay in the stadium.
Yes.
But if you go out there, chances are, seems to me that it's more likely that you're going to humiliate the security guard who's completely unco
Sure.
than anything else. So it seems more that they get away from the security guard than they get smashed.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, the under the current Major Events Management Act, you get fines of up to $5,000 or 3 months imprisonment.
Yeah, I think a
Wow.
jail sentence would
Wow.
be good.
That'd be good.
You know, getting sent to jail for streaking would be the business.
Yes.
That'd be hilarious.
And I think in some grounds, re the cricket and stuff, you get banned for life from the ground.
That's right.
Which, seems a bit extreme to me. But, my sort of opinion of it, and I agree with you on that. If you're going to do it, then that's what happens. But it seems to have become a sport unto itself with the people, the security surrounding the ground. And there was one occasion, I was talking to you fellas about it off air, where there was a young lady on the ground who was sort of tootling across very...
Was she streaking? Was she
Yes,
invading?
Running across the field. She's a pitch invader.
Yeah,
She's
she was a pitch
trespassing,
invader.
yeah.
And then a security guard came and he was a massive unit, steaming at her from behind and just poleaxed her to the ground. And I went, nah, that's not cool.
But Jase.
That's not cool.
Jase.
Why is it not cool to tackle a woman, but you can tackle men?
I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, Mogey, but it was from behind as well. And
it's
she
the
wasn't...
whiplash sort of thing as well.
And he hit her in the back, around the waist, and she literally got poleaxed.
So what? So you're proposing some sort of sexist rule where if you're a female, you're not allowed to get tackled if you pitch invade?
Well, I just feel like, on a serious note, sometimes they get a bit carried away.
Okay, they definitely do. But there are videos on Instagram almost weekly once sport is up and running of people getting poleaxed in New Zealand stadiums.
Yeah.
These people that are doing it have seen all these videos. They know what's going to happen and they do it anyway.
Well, that's because you get a few beers in you, don't you?
Yeah,
and,
totally.
I think sometimes it's fine, but other times I think it annoys me when... Like, for example, there was the game the Warriors played. I think it might have been... It was either in Hamilton or it
Napier.
was over in Napier.
Yeah.
And it's a critical point of the game. It's the last 20 minutes.
That's
It's streaker after streaker. It completely ruins the game.
That's right.
And I think if it's a dull game, that's fine. But this one that happened over the weekend, it was sort of during the game. He ran into the back line. I think you deserve to get smashed for that.
And also, the other thing too, and we'd love your thoughts on 3483. Every text goes in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher. The other thing too is they're trying to make rugby safer by bringing the tackles down, and same with rugby league. It's all good if you're a streaker. That's where you're going to see the head highs and the illegal tackles. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Well, do text us 3483. You think too much or it's all fair game? Let us know. Let's get back to the countdown. Number 807.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Number 805 on the GOAT countdown. Turn the page, Metallica. I don't recall that being in the countdown last year, fellas.
Can you remember the whole countdown?
Most of it, yeah.
Right.
Was it?
No, it didn't feature at all in
Wow.
the countdown, which is a shame. It's off Garage Inc. from Metallica, which is one of my favourite albums of theirs, them covering a whole lot of songs.
Yes.
The fact that was not in the countdown last year is an absolute travesty. But it is this year, and it came in at 805, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
Bloody
great
good.
stuff. Fellas, I'm furious.
Oh, God. Have you got a bone to pick, or are you anything
No.
bugging you or anything?
I suppose I have a bit of a bone to pick.
Oh, you do?
I got a bone to pick.
And I don't like to pick bones.
No, you hate it.
And, I'm I think we can all agree I'm a pretty laid back kind of fella. And I want you, and interestingly enough, this is interesting because I pointed out at the start of the show that Pugs had stuffed up terribly by having the wrong date on our run sheet there today. 17th of February, but it's actually the 18th. And I wonder if any of you too, particularly you, Mogey,
Here we go.
know the significance of the date 18th of February.
Well, outside of it being your wedding anniversary, no.
Bingo.
Yeah. So it's a big day on my calendar, man.
Yeah.
First thing I did when I woke up this morning was text your wife there. I knew I'd see you later on today, so saved it for the show.
Oh, so you texted my wife, did you? Yeah. And say
it's a
happy...
big day for her. It's very important to her.
Yeah, totally. And therein lies my bone to pick.
Right.
There I was sitting on my couch at home in my trackies, and I get a text from my wife, and it says, "Happy anniversary, darling, for what it's worth." And I immediately went, "Mogey, you son of a bitch."
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because you know I rely on you to remind me of these dates. I know they're all in your calendar, and old Hoytey J looks like a piece of work again. Every single year, as you said in the chat today, like clockwork. Hoytey J forgot his wedding anniversary.
You know, we have regular pieces of content every year. We call it content, the things we chit-chat about. One of them would be the goat that comes around every year. You know, you have your Waitangi Day chat, the Easter chat.
Valentine's Day,
Valentine's Day, exactly, all of these sorts of things. And you, Jase, forgetting, number one, your wedding anniversary, also her birthday, your children's birthdays, anything that you sort of need to do as any kind of a husband or father. We always get a break or two out of it. So it's good stuff. Look, it would be remiss of me to remind you so that our show would then miss out on the content provided by you and your failure to wish your wife a happy anniversary on the February 18th of every year.
We need it.
Actually, you're right. It's worth it, isn't it?
It
Just
is.
in terms of the content.
Because is that 27 years now?
Yeah, 27 years, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I need your guys' advice because I've done it again, obviously, and I'm thinking, you know, what can I... She knows that I forgot, so what can I do, you know, between now and when I get home to sort of make it up to her? You know what I'm saying?
And go get a voucher.
Yes.
To go to Mini Part.
Oh, I was going to say stop off at night and day and get her a thick shake.
Shit, that's good.
Get her a super thick shake.
Oh, that's even... No, I'm not going to say that, Mogey.
Just a regular thick shake.
Just a regular thick shake.
You know what you can do, Hoytey J, moving forward, is it's really easy to remember because on this day, it's also Yoko Ono's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Right,
and it's the same day that Pluto was first discovered.
Wow.
So that's how you can remember it.
Okay.
No, not the band.
Well, I was thinking, you know, maybe some sort of petrol station carnations and a box of roses or something like that.
They've come a long way, the petrol station carnation.
Yes. Any suggestions for the listeners, by the way, on 3483, I'd appreciate.
I tell you what, why don't we write her a poem? We'll get on. I've been on to the chat GPT. Let's write her a poem.
Okay.
And I'll do that for you now. We'll get a couple of bits of information off you and we'll bang out a poem for her.
Yeah, it'll have to be after 5 because that's the only... Oh, she's probably not even going to be listening today. She's so filthy with me. God.
Should we get back to the countdown, Hoytey J?
Well, I guess we should. What was it, 8:04?
8:04.
Yeah,
You're right,
good
brother.
stuff.
This is The GOAT.
Number 804, Jimi Hendrix, Stone Free.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. The one there, Foo Fighters coming in at 8:03. Whereabouts last year did that come in there, Keyzie?
Look, I'm going to be honest, it didn't feature last year.
Right, okay.
And
That really does surprise me.
Yes.
do you know what is also surprising? 28 Foo Fighters songs did feature. 28.
But not the one.
But not the one.
Wow.
Which is pretty crazy.
That's crazy, kid.
That's crazy shit.
That's madness.
Man. It is madness,
I can't
Hoytey J.
believe it.
But tell you what else is madness, and that's giving away some cash.
This is The GOAT, the countdown for real music connoisseurs.
Yes, indeed. Let's get into it. G'day, Charlotte from Darfield. How's life?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Where's Darfield?
Hang on. Charlotte, Darfield, is that the place that has the dairy that does massive ice creams in near Canterbury there?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huge ice creams. You order a single, they put a whole tub on there, Jace.
Yeah.
Easy.
Good, good stuff.
Bloody good.
Tell me, Charlotte, did you vote in this year's GOAT? And if you did vote, what did you vote for?
I voted for Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yes.
Yep, bit of Banks Arcade Heartstop.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thanks, okay.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. And Ghost by Bad Flower.
Wowzers.
Right,
You got
okay.
a couple of left fielders there.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I like it. I like
Good
it too.
evening.
I tell you what, Charlotte, you've gone into the draw for those 100 vinyls. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect, thank you.
And also, you've won yourself $100.
Oh, that's even better. Thank you very much.
Why not?
Hey, Charlotte from Darfield, just before we let you go, man, what do you do for a crust?
Graphic designer.
Backbone. Yeah. You can go into work tomorrow, you can look your boss in the eye and tell him to stick it where the sun don't shine because you are rich with your hundy buck.
I think I'll go and do that.
Good on
you,
you,
Charlotte.
Stay on the line there, and Pugs and Studio B will take care of you. Speaking of graphic design, did you guys used to do graphic design at school?
Oh, yeah. GD, we called it.
Yes.
Are you thinking of like technical drawings?
Tech drawing,
She's definitely not doing that.
Yeah, I know she's not. But, sorry, but you're right, because I was thinking to myself, was it graphic design or tech drawing?
It used to be called tech drawing, and then when I was a kid, it was called graphic design. You have your protractor and your square and your...
I remember it because every class, our teacher would say, Hoyte, you owe me these drawings or whatever, and they were basically all the drawings that we were supposed to do. But I don't know if you guys ever did that. I used to trace them off my mates.
Oh, yeah.
I used to put them over there and just trace them because I was terrible at tech drawing.
Didn't you get named best senior boy?
I did, yes.
Yeah, cheating
that seems like
scumbag.
a lie, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you know, the funny thing, because I also won the Poetry Award. You remember that, fellas?
Oh, yes, you traced that poem off your mate, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I actually just, stole poems from old poets.
Right.
Well, you would have loved it, actually, in this day and age, Jase, because you could have used ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Which I've got myself addicted to. And, of course, it's your wedding anniversary today.
It is.
You forgot all about it. So we are going to write you a poem with ChatGPT. We'll read it out after 5 o'clock, and you'll be able to take it home to the wife there.
Well, hopefully she can hear it live in the car.
Oh, that'd be nice, man. Yeah, because she does listen on the way home, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She does.
yeah.
Just quickly, though, we need some stuff to put into the poem, so it's personal to her, to tell ChatGPT to put in. So
she's beautiful and kind,
beautiful, kind,
generous.
All the sort of the same old sort of stuff. Eh?
Anything specific you want to chuck in there?
Well, I do have a bit of an issue with how she packs the dishwasher.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Okay, now we get
dishwasher.
I don't think we should necessarily put that in there.
Didn't you say that she boils the milk a bit too hot in the morning when she
right.
makes
No,
coffee?
that's me that does that.
Right.
Sometimes her pastas lack flavour.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
But I mean, don't put that in there, obviously, because this has got to be a make-up poem, fellas.
yeah.
So all of that to look forward to after 5 o'clock. Yes, Keyzie.
And also the finish of today's goat.
How good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Tuesday's going along. Tickety-boo. The time at the moment, 5:02. Now, I believe we've got a talk back there, Keyzie.
We do. This is from Jordan Gardner, and you'll soon realise why we're going to start the hour with it.
G'day, guys. Just in case you wanted to add a bloody fifth member on board for the night and day chant, here you go. Chuck me on the end of Keyzie's.
All right.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
Okay.
So I've clipped that little bit off.
Yes.
We'll go around the room, and then I'll try and fire him off at the end there, and that's how
Okay.
we'll finish it, all right?
Yeah, ready? Brought to you by Night and Day.
Really good.
Oh, how good. You know what we should try and aim for is like a multi one, like 10 people, Keyzie.
Jase, I don't know how I'd do that. That would be very hard to pull off.
Thanks, Pugson. Good on you, you legend. God,
Yeah,
you're
mate.
good. Good clap for Pugson.
Yeah, really
It's
amazing,
a great
man.
job he's doing out there. Yes, Keyzie.
Can I just say, if more people want to join in,
Yeah.
send through a talkback. You do that by firing up the iHeartRadio app on your smartphone there, which is how you can stream Hauraki wherever you are in the world. And when you're listening to Hauraki, at the bottom is a little microphone. You hit that and you can record a voice message. And then we can tack it on, just like Jordan
you can tack it on. I'd also encourage you, if you think you can do better than us, you and your group of mates, by all means, do one with 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of you and send that one through, and the good ones we'll play out instead of playing ourselves.
You could also call up and be a part of it, I guess, as well on 0800 Hauraki. I don't know. We can
It's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Hey, but let's get back to the countdown. I think we're up to 8:02, Keyzie.
That's right, the last 2 songs for the GOAT Countdown today, but don't worry because Greg Preble will be replaying the day's GOAT songs from 7 o'clock tonight.
Too good.
This is the GOAT.
Number 802, Cold Chisel, Flame Trees.
The The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Animal by Pearl Jam there, and that finishes off the countdown for today, fellas. Just want to do a big shout-out to our mates at Meatbox.
That's right, the meatbox.co.nz, delivering delicious, succulent, mouth-watering meat and more fresh to your door nationwide.
Beautiful.
Just quickly on that song, Animal by Pearl Jam off the 1993 album Versus. Last year, 356.
Wow.
This year, what was it, 801?
Yeah, man, big dip. Big dip there, Keyzie.
They'll be fuming. Did you get Eddie on the phone, man?
Tried Eddie. He wasn't picking up.
We need to sort of start, I think, with these songs. Just call the it can be any member of the band.
Oh, okay.
And just have a little chat about where they are now compared to last year, how they're feeling about it, all that sort of stuff. I think we can get bogged down with the ones that come first.
Sure,
right, yeah, you're right.
I think maybe Eddie heard about the big drop there and was fuming.
Well, that's
so
the thing.
that's why he won't answer his phone.
Well, Pugs was just saying he actually had him on hold, ready to have a chat, and then when he heard what position Animal came in, he just hung up.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a shame. But yeah, big shout out to the meatbox.co.nz for making the GOAT possible this year, and also for giving us 100 vinyl to give away.
Yes.
That is happening next week on the Friday at the big climax of the GOAT. And in the meantime, when you hear the GOAT and you call 0800 Hauraki, not only do you get in the draw for that prize, you also get $100 cash instantly.
Yeah, great stuff. And just if you missed some of the countdown today, we've got a bit of a montage to play, I believe, Keyzie.
Number 900, Crowded House. Now we're getting somewhere. 890, The Hives. Tick, tick, boom.
Tick, 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 tick.
Number 880, Stereophonics, 1,000 Trees.
Takes one match to burn 1,000 trees.
870, Band of Horses, Is There a Ghost?
When I live alone, is there a ghost in my house?
860, Finley Quay, Dice. Number 850, The Naked and Famous, Young Blood. Number 840, Presidents of the USA, Lump.
She's in my head.
830, Cake.
He's going the distance.
The Distance.
He's going for speed.
Number 820, Doors, Love Her Madly.
Don't you love her badly? Wanna be her daddy?
Number 810, Fun Lovin' Criminals. Fun Lovin' Criminals.
Stick 'em up, punk, it's the fun-loving criminal. Stick 'em up, punk, it's the fun-loving criminal.
How good are they, fellas?
Bloody tune.
And I tell you what, you know, we talk about the countdown. There are so many tunes that you forget about, and that's the great thing about a countdown. It really changes and has a lot of variety going on, boys.
It does.
Yeah, it's that
great.
word you hate, Jase. Diversity, you know?
Yeah,
It really gets inside your goat.
deep
Hey.
inside my goat.
Nice, because it's the GOAT countdown. It's good
Hey,
shit.
now listen, I missed my 27th wedding anniversary today, which I seem to do every year. So we've written a poem for my lovely wife.
Mogey's done it using AI.
Yeah. Well, can I take credit for it?
Oh,
Sure you can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I'm sure it's beautiful and she'll love it, and I'll, put me in her good books again, feels.
Totally. That's up next.
Here's Queens of the Stone Age.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. David Bowie there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. This Tuesday afternoon, the time is 5:23.
Coming up next, by the way, we're going to be having a yarn to Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad, the fullback for the Waz, about the upcoming season. So make sure you stick around for that. That'll be happening after 5:30.
Yes, indeed.
Bloody
And,
exciting.
Now, if you've just joined the show, old Hoytey J again, missing his wedding anniversary today.
Yeah. It's the 27th anniversary of missing your wedding anniversary.
Yeah, pretty much. And I feel terrible about that, and I've asked the fellas if they could help me out maybe, and give me a few ideas that, may redeem me in my wife's eyes.
Yeah, so we decided, I've been using ChatGPT quite a lot for various things, and we thought, well, why not write your wife a poem?
Yes.
You used to be quite the poet back in the day, Jase, but you've left it so late, it's unlikely you'll be able to deliver anything of quality at such short notice. So we thought, well, let's get ChatGPT to help out.
Yes.
I've fed in a few different things, personal things, really, that only you would know.
Yeah, you mentioned a few things that you wanted to make sure were mentioned in the poem. So everything that comes through is based on stuff Jase has said about his wife.
That's right.
Before you go, Jase, hang on. And you've never read this, right? You haven't read this before?
No.
Okay, I'll just get you some music, man, and then have at it.
It's called, this is for my beloved, Like Lamplight. Marriage of beauty and idiocy, by a man unworthy but somehow still here. My woman, radiant as morning's first light, a soul too generous for this world, has endured 27 years beside me. A man with legs like brittle twigs, a nose that enters rooms before I do. Her patience boundless, even when faced with my sins, the forgotten day, the empty apology. Her pasta, a dish devoid of joy. Each meal a silent test of my devotion. The dishwasher, a battlefield she leaves behind for me to restore order from chaos. Yet still she stays. Perhaps no one else would dare face the shadow cast by my colossal honker. Or maybe, after all these years, she simply enjoys watching me squirm. Tonight, I beg to return to our marital bed. But Terry, ripped, sweaty and beautiful, seemingly dwells there. Always. It was beautiful, fellas.
Wow.
You did a great job there, man.
Thanks, man. I'm pretty emotional, actually.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, darling. I'll see you at home.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, bit of AC/DC, eh, fellas? Hey, now, lads, I don't know if you realise this, but it's rugby league season again. Rugby league.
Jase, you know full well that Mike and I are fully aware the NRL is about to get underway once again. With that in mind, as a bit of a special treat and a preview of the Waz season, we've got the fullback on the line, Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad. He's down at the Waz Wash right now, which is actually a small fan activation where you can take your rugby league gear along and they'll wash it for free at a laundromat.
Nice.
You can take your filthy caps down there, Keyzie.
Well, sorry, Jase has got filthy caps, Mike. Let's keep this on track.
And your undies.
That's all courtesy of their new partner, Purcell, Jase.
Yeah, good stuff.
And as mentioned on the line right now, we've got Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad. Charnze, how are you going this fine afternoon?
Yeah, hey team, how's it going?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
going good, thank you. Like you said, just down at the Waz Wash. Come on down.
Yeah, good stuff. Charnze, before we get into this, I just want to let you know, and I want to get how you feel about this. Keyzie at the moment is wearing a Bulldogs rugby league jersey. How do you feel about that, mate?
Look, mixed emotions, I'm not going to lie. just because my good mate's gone back there as of this year, so I'll give you a pass for now, but once we're playing them, you got to take it off.
Yeah, don't worry, Charnze. I only wear my Bulldogs gear in the off season, man. Jason, it's because my Waz jersey is at the Waz Wash, man.
Oh, is that what's happening? Yeah, good.
And Charnze, what's your role at the laundromat? Are you putting the fabric softener in? What's going on?
Yeah, so we're just down here promoting our partnership with Purcell. They've been kind enough to open up a laundromat where they're going to be running through some free washes for everyone that comes down, and whoever comes down puts their wash in and goes into the draw to win some tickets for one of our games. So,
That's an incredible partnership you got going there, Charnze. Well done.
Yeah, it's a great partnership. I think, the initiative that they've taken to include our community, it's massive. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Hey, Charnze, you've had a couple of warm-up games, mate. What's the feeling in the camp? What's the feeling as you're heading into this new season?
Yeah, it's exciting, mate. It's exciting. We haven't, like you said, we've only played trial games and you haven't won or lost a game during the preseason. So for us, it's about making sure we take all the good things that we've done out of the trial games and put all those little things all together come round one.
Hey, Charnze, just in terms of the off-season, you're looking around at all the clubs making all these big signings and stuff, and, the Waz have obviously brought in James Fisher-Harris and Tanner Boyd and Aaron Clark, which is awesome, but some big names leaving, your Sean Johnsons, your Tohu Harrises. From like an on-paper point of view, the off-season looks a bit like, we didn't really, do as much as the other teams. However, after the trials, things seem to be clicking quite well. What's your feeling in terms around these new players that are coming in and how they've slot into the team?
Great question, Keyzie.
Thanks.
Yeah, each person has brought in something unique to how they play, and you don't have to speak much about what Fish brings and what he's been able to do in his own career, and each individual as well brings something unique. So even though we haven't signed, someone big in other people's opinions or eyes, to us, we've struck gold here. So we're excited to put it all together come round one for the first time and make sure they get up to a dub.
And rugby league, of course, it's a confidence game, Charnze, as I know well from my extensive career playing the game. You were saying off air that you're guaranteeing us a top 4 spot this year. Where does that confidence come from?
Yeah, you got to be confident, mate. You got to be confident. It's our year every year, and it's no different this year. So, boys have been training hard, mate. We've made sure that we've learned all the lessons that we could have from last year, and we weren't too far last year. We lost a handful of games by 4 points or less, and we win even 3 of those games, and we're sort of pushing top 8. So, yeah, it's exciting, mate. We've recruited well in our eyes, and we're really excited to kick the season off with a bang.
Obviously, we finished a pretty tough off season, man. Who has come in and has surprised you with how shredded they are over summer?
Ooh, is that excluding myself?
Well, obviously, you're naturally shredded as Charnze.
Man, Bunty Ofole, he's dropped. I think it's close to 10 kilos.
Wow. That's what you want to hear from a front rower.
Backfence Bunty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big Bunty. He's dropped a whole heap of weight, and he's been training the house down. So I'm really looking forward to see what he does this year.
How good
stuff. Hey, Charnze, thanks for joining us, mate. All the best with your little washers there, and we'll hopefully contact you throughout the season to see how you fellas are going along. How does that sound?
Yeah, no, sounds good. Hopefully fully entrenched in that top 4, like you said, and we can yarn about it, how we spoke about it during the Waz Ross.
Good on you, mate.
How good. Thank you very much, Charnze.
Easy. Thanks, team.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
News there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Now, at the beginning of the show today, we were talking about the incident over the weekend where a streaker got injured.
That's right.
Because of security staff and had to be taken to the hospital.
That's right. There were moderate injuries. This was during the Blues/Chiefs game at Eden Park. And if you want to see a video of the streaker that actually made it onto the field, that's up at Radio Hauraki on Instagram and on Facebook. However, off to the left side of that video, you can just sort of see him as a guy that doesn't even make it onto the field. He was the one that had moderate injuries. And we're discussing, hey, is that fair play? You try a streak, you get injured, who cares?
Yes.
A lot of texts on 3483 coming through as well. Still, someone here suggesting we equip security with tasers. Tase them right on the knob.
Stun gun.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what about shotguns?
Yeah, shotguns could work. I mean,
Sure.
I prefer just to see a hearty-as tackle. That's what I like. Someone here was reminiscing in the 90s when stump vision cams first came along in cricket.
Yeah.
They were at McLean Park, and a guy jumped over the fence in a nappy and a pink helmet, ran to try and grab the stump cam. The umpire saw it coming, tried to stop it, and so he just crash tackled the umpire.
Yeah.
And then that guy got arrested.
Well, I hope
I think Mogey came up with a magnificent innovation re-streakers, and that is make them halftime entertainment, get 50 streakers on the field there, and just have security staff taking pot shots from all directions.
Essentially what you're dealing with there is naked bull rush.
Yes.
That's what's been suggested.
I'm
Halftime
keen.
bull rush.
I think that would be great.
Streakers v security, how good. A rule that could come in as well is you get 5 points for whichever team gives the streaker a hiding.
Yeah, well, I quite like it as well, because one rule could be that if a streaker beats one of the security guards, right?
Yeah.
then the security guard has to be a security guard in the second half naked.
Right.
Yeah, like it.
Bit of stakes
on
the line.
Yeah.
Hey,
But quickly, the halftime entertainment starts to outshine the main event. All of a sudden,
true.
I'm going to the game for the streaking. I'm not going there for the rugby at all. We can get rid of the rugby.
Yeah, right.
We just have the streaking and the security guards.
And then eventually, when there's half time at the streaking, we'll maybe play a bit of footy there.
Yeah, a bit of footy at the end of it. Yeah, sounds good. Hey, we've got Jade from Wellington on the line. G'day, Jade, you mad bastard. How's life?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust, Jade?
I'm a painting decorator, mate.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, massive backbone.
Good on you, man.
God damn it.
Do you do a bit of wallpapering, man?
Nah, that's the old school, bro.
Yeah, good on you, brother.
Yeah. Come on, Mogey. Jeez.
Come on, mate. I thought you were a painter decorator.
Hey, Jade, you got a bit of a streaking story, mate.
Yeah, I do, mate. I was living in Australia with WA, Perth, for about 6 years, and early 2000s, we were young 20-year-old having some fun, and we went to Ascot Raceway in Perth, and it was a main event. It's like going to the Wellington Cup, big deal. Obviously had no sleep for a few hours, few days, or whatever you want to call it, and got dared to do one or the other.
Right.
And, so the horses are racing down the track, and pretty much it wasn't to intervene with the horses at the time. It was once they had passed the finish line, right, this is your dare now.
Right, okay.
Like, get out there and do a 100-metre sprint towards the finish line.
Yeah.
And I got out there and sat my ass halfway through and had a massive roar from the crowd, like 20,000 people just like slapping me on. And I actually felt pretty cool about it the whole time.
Yeah.
And the point I rang up about this whole thing was then the cops didn't actually come out and tackle me. There was no aggressive way of handling it. They kind of stood on the sidelines, hey, mate, come over here. And that was it, bro.
Right.
Yeah. There was no sort of massive gang tackle action going on.
They gave me the finger, oi, come over here, like your dad does when you're in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there is this other way of dealing with a streaker, which is if you don't send a security guard after them, after a couple of minutes, they just become a naked guy in the middle of a field. They start to feel a bit stupid.
He just gave me the finger. He said, come over here. Like that, and that was it. I kind of walked off the pitch. They put a T-tear on my, the big piece, and then I walked off.
Yeah, right.
And then they took me to the lockup.
Good stuff.
Well, that's great,
Jade. My story, mate. I hope that's not live, but anyway.
No, it's all good, mate. You stay on the line, and old Pugs will give you a $50 night and day voucher, you stallion.
Thanks, bro.
Good on you, mate.
Your backbone. That's a good yarn from a streaker, and the thing I like is he did do it naked.
Yes.
If you're going to do it, you have to be naked.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
T-Rex there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening now. Plenty happening after 6 o'clock. We're speaking to one of the fellas from the Wild Food Festival, fellas, that you are going to in March.
That's right. In a few weeks' time, Mogey, myself, and Pugs will be heading down. Of course, Jase, you'll be on holiday in Vietnam there.
Yes,
family
man.
holiday. And this bloke has been at every single Wild Foods festival. He is the huhu grub man.
Yeah, good.
So we'll be having a yarn to him.
Does that mean he eats huhu grubs or he looks like a huhu grub?
Good question, Mogey. Neither. He sells them. But he probably eats some of them. And to be honest, I'm picturing him looking like one.
Yes.
We'll be having a chat to him after 6. And in the meantime, if you would like to go to the Wild Food Festival, we've got a few double passes to give away. So flick us a text on 3483. Tell us why you want the ticket and who you'd take with you. And you could win.
How good, man.
Thanks for leaving a little gap there.
No. I was so blown away by that opportunity. I went, that's just ace. Also, of course, after 6 o'clock, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive bagbones. Hope your Tuesday's going along very nicely. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
I feel like it started strong there.
Yeah, it did have a good start.
Really good start.
Yeah, really nice.
Good start.
Hey, now,
What do you say now?
I just want to say to the people out there, and I'm sure that they're aware already, old Pugsan sits in Studio B. They're working away feverishly, don't you, Pugsan?
Yeah, man.
On videos and clipping stuff and all our audio stuff.
Poddies.
You're also in charge of our poddies, and you're in charge of the Big Show outro. What's the clip today about?
Oh, man, when I walked in a little bit late to you guys recording today because I was working on the golf video, which is now out at Hauraki Big Show on Instagram, by the way, the golf day video.
Yeah.
And I walked in late and I was just immediately captured. I was enthralled by the podcast, and honestly, it's a little bit R18. It's a little bit the sort of stuff that we can't really say on radio, and it just really caught me sort of out the gate. And so I tried to capture a clip that really, really showcased what that podcast was about.
Here we go.
Legend, man.
There's a different sort of a setup, our one, which is bowls go up the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Our setup is very much bowls and plates, the lower level.
Yes.
Pots?
And pots,
Yeah, I've
lower
got pots
level.
in, but I'll rinse the pot and give it a decent little scrub off.
Sure.
Sure.
You're right, mate. That was an absolute fire.
You see what I mean, man?
Yeah.
It's
Where
just enough
did you
to
even
tease
begin?
people, isn't it? It teases people to get in there and listen to the full pod. Yeah. Can you clip that one off, Pug Son, and send it to the Radio Awards
Actually,
again?
could you send it to
clip
the
off the
podcast?
clip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the whole podcast.
Oh,
Just clip it off.
Clip it off.
Could you send it to the Podcast Awards?
The Podcast
Yes,
Awards.
the New
Also,
Zealand
the
Radio and
clip of
Podcast Awards.
The podcast clip of the podcast.
Could you look into, is there like a Podcast Clip Awards? Could you look
I
into
think
that?
there is a podcast clip award. NZ podcast
You did
clip awards.
amazing work there, man.
Actually, I
it
think
took a lot.
I
Is it
think
about 4 seconds long?
Yeah, what I was going to say, actually, you can just
maybe
use
5.5.
You can just use that clip, but maybe shave a second off it.
tighten
It's maybe a
up.
little
Tighten
long,
up.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
got to be
yeah.
tight for the podcast clip
Yeah,
awards.
yeah.
And put a sting at the front of it. Okay.
Do you want me to
and
voice
can you
that, or
make
do
a
you wanna
trailer
voice
for
that?
that?
By the way, the podcast comes out 7:30 tonight, along with a best of highlights package of today's show. And also, as Pugs mentioned, a full clip that he spent the whole day editing today of our golf game against the Breakfast Boys. That's out now on the Hauraki Big Show Instagram. Is it going to be on Facebook?
I can't enter that clip into the podcast clip awards because that's a video clip.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Look into the video clip awards, though.
Yeah,
I've
no,
heard
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what they're called in the morning now? The Breakfast Boys?
Mania
The
and
Breakfast
Jerry?
Boys. Is it?
Maybe.
Is that what it is?
I
I
don't
think
know.
it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I think so.
It's got a ring to it.
Yeah,
Should
it
we go to a
does.
tune, fellas?
Yeah, what
The
tune is
Breakfast
it?
Boys.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, and up next, the Huhu Grub Man.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Cool jam there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. Now, the fellas in a couple of weeks' time are off to the Hokitika, a wild food festival. You fizzing about that, boys?
Oh, my God. The fizz is real.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm going to London later in the year, and that's 2 flights. And so is it's also 2 flights to get to Hokitika, but I can tell you which one I'm more pumped for.
Yes, absolutely.
Hokitika.
Totally, man. Now, we've got one of the people who's going to have a stall there. Our old mate, Don Neal, on the line. G'day, Don, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Good on you, mate. Now, you're the huhu grub man, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been selling grubs at the Wild Foods Festival for the last 32 years.
Wow.
Might have been.
Wow.
Right.
What's the guts, man? Do you run a farm? My memory of them is from when I was at school was that they live in sort of rotting out logs.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they do. We don't farm them, no. We have to go out every year to and look for them. And,
Yeah.
we've got our secret spot of Hokitika. We can't give away too many, but we go out there, collect the grubs and some logs, actually, more than anything. We rack up a few rounds of logs to take along on the day, and we cut them open on the day and sell the grubs at the festival.
Oh, fresh grubs, fresh out the log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pick
it's the
some
best way to
grubs
have
out of my log.
Hey, Don, how many grubs are we talking about here, mate? How many will you have on site?
There's probably too many to count, but I think we probably sell 1,000 to 2,000 every year.
Holy
Okay.
hecker. How much does a grub cost? You do? Is it 1 for 1, 2 for 3, 3 for 5?
Yeah, no, it's a little bit more expensive than that, I'd say. We used to do them for $1 and $2 and all that sort of stuff, and then we realised that people would actually pay a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Of course, it's all a fundraiser for our hockey club. So we're in I'm the secretary of the Hokitika Hockey Club.
Right.
And we've been doing it for 32 years. We've probably raised $150,000 or more over that time.
Great stuff,
It's a few hockey
just
sticks.
by selling huhu grubs. So we sell them now. We sell them for usually on average about $5 each, or sometimes 10. But we kind of make it a real event for people. It's not just a matter of shoving something in your mouth and that's it. We actually sort of ham it up a bit and make it a bit of an event for people to challenge each other. Yeah.
So, Don, do you usually sell out of huhu grubs, and is there such an appetite for them that you actually do blow through your stock?
Well, yeah, we adjust the price to suit a little bit. So if you come at a good time when the demand's low and the product's abundant, then you might get a cheap one. But
a cheap grub, yeah.
Just on that, Don, by the way, how are you preparing them? Are we talking raw? Are you roasting them? What's going on?
A little bit of lemon zest, a little bit of cracked pepper.
Yeah, no, we just cut them straight out of the log mostly, and just hand them straight over and take them out. We also collect some prior to the festival and freeze them up and barbecue them on the day, so you can have barbecued ones as well. But I think people usually like just the live ones anyway. Really, it's kind of the challenge of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, my great grandfather Don, he was the first man to ever eat a huhu grub. He sort of got on the firewater there and just thought he'd have a crack at it, and he sort of blown away. He said, this tastes like, peanuts. And from there, he actually invented peanut butter.
Yeah, I think you're actually wrong. I think people who say they taste like peanut butter haven't tasted them.
You haven't tasted my great-great-great-great-great-uncle Don's peanut butter.
Wait. So his name is Don and Don's on the phone with us. Wow.
Are you guys related?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You're right, though, because people that have never tried it think they taste like peanut butter, but you and me, Don, people that eat them all the time, we know that it actually tastes like Nutella.
Yeah, no, it's got its own unique taste, really, because all the grub is it's just a feeding machine that eats the wood out of the logs and turns it into wood pulp. So really, It's eating a kind of a thing that's a little bit like a plastic bag full of wood pulp, really.
Yeah. Well, Keyzie, your favourite thing about eating a huhu grub is when it explodes in your mouth. Oh, you love that.
That's not funny, Don. One last question before we let you go, man. Are the huhu grubs free range?
Yeah, totally natural from the West Coast forest, absolutely, yep.
Yeah, because caged grubs are a massive issue up here in Auckland, so just don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, no, we've only got the highest quality ones.
Yeah,
good on you, Don.
Thanks, Don.
Well, I'm sad I'm going to be missing it, but the fellas will be down there. All the best for the festival, mate.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We had a great summer down here on the West Coast. Sunniest place in the country in January, so we're looking forward to some good weather over the March, for the festival in March.
Beautiful, mate. Look forward to it.
Thank you very much, Don. Mogey, myself, and Pugs are going to be down there. We will also be at the pub the night before as well on the Friday night, along with Pugs there. That pub is called Stumpers Bar. So make sure you come along, get yourself a Backbone shirt, and then we'll be there at the old festival on Saturday.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Black Crows there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Let's talk TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Mogey.
I watched Bryn. Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Bryn and
Coos. It's weird because I'm on the spin-off website, which I probably can't say their name.
That's all right.
Because they've got Bryn and Coos Singles Club, but they've spelt Bryn's name as Brun, which is not correct.
And they're the ones that are...
It's theirs, yeah. They're promoting it. Anyway, I watched the first episode of their Singles Club, where they both go around the country looking for love. We had Kura in here. Was that last week?
Last week, that's right. And it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, yeah, which is pretty amazing. And... it's bloody good. It's really well shot. I've only watched the one episode. It comes out weekly.
Yes.
Really good. But it is great to hear they would say themselves possibly, like Kura's quite concerned because she's nearing 40. And so trying to get into a relationship, hasn't been in a relationship for a few years herself, and but really good. And they're really honest and open about what it's like. You forget what it's like to be single. For us, like we've all been in relationships for 10 years plus.
Forever.
Jase, you forever. But I do remember that sort of feeling of, am I going to find anybody here, or is this me forever? In which case, I'm fine with that. But hopefully I'll find someone awesome. But yeah, it's very, very funny because they're great. They're good mates, so the chemistry is really good. And in this episode, they go to a couple of singles events.
Yeah.
People seem to be getting on the hammer. It looks like a lot of fun. I was like, oh, good. But it actually looked like a fair amount of fun.
See, that's good, right?
I mean, yeah.
Because my instant reaction is like, oh, it's singles events. Here we go.
Yes.
But if it's actually a lot of fun and there's just normal people there.
One of them was absolutely heaving.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
So my only thing with it would be, because it's on YouTube, like if it's the 15-minute episodes, had I have known, had they all been on there, I would have watched all of them at once.
Yes.
But because it's weekly, I don't really spend a lot of time on YouTube, so I'm not sure that I'm going to go back.
Interesting
So
strategy.
I might wait until they're all out and then watch them all at once and then report back, because I don't think I'm going to remember to go back weekly.
I wonder what the strategy is. Maybe they're buying time and still editing, but you'd think when it's on YouTube, dump them all at once. What does it matter?
Well, I think possibly because it's a spin-off thing as well, it allows them to do weekly content as well, so there'll be a column around that and
Right, okay.
God
Yada,
knows.
yada, yada.
But very, very good.
That's good.
Yeah, they are very
check
funny.
it out. Love
It's
a bit of
called
YouTube action.
Bryn and Kus, Kus, Singles Club. Search for that on YouTube.
Yeah, nice. I watched a movie last night. Well, actually, we got back to a movie that we stopped halfway through. And I went, oh, that's right. We were watching that. It was quite good, called Lantana.
Oh, the Australian movie with Auntie LaPaglia.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
A cop who's having an affair with a woman.
Yeah.
He's in a marriage and he does love his wife, but he's got some serious issues going on.
Good film.
It's a really good film, actually. It loses its way a little bit towards the end. There's a therapist involved, and she's got a client who is a gay man who's talking about a relationship he's in with a married gay man. This insinuation being that the relationship that he's in is with her husband, the therapist's husband. So there's lots of intrigue and stuff going on there, but it does lose its way a little bit and becomes a little bit unlikely, but I still enjoyed it.
Nice. I watched...
Three Blizzies.
What did you watch it on?
Netflix.
Nice. What was it called?
Lantana.
I watched an episode of Grand Designs UK where they said they were going to build this house and be done in 16 months and spend no more than £700,000.
Okay.
Here we go.
2.1?
14 months, 70 grand under budget.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Never happened.
No, I was blown away
The
by
last
it.
time that happened was with the Sky Tower. Do you know the Sky Tower was built under budget
And early. Wow. There you go.
Unbelievable. They completely buggered it up.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The Ramones there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. Geez, I still feel bad about my wife's anniversary, man. At my wedding anniversary, Mogey.
I was going to say your wife's
You
anniversary.
call it your wife's anniversary, though, because you don't care about it.
Well, I try to care about it, you know what I mean? But, you know, these special occasions that you have with your partners, especially when we've been together for so long, it's really difficult.
The thing is, it's one thing after the other.
Thank you.
You know, if it's not her birthday, it's Christmas.
Yes.
Or it's a wedding anniversary.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
how am I meant to keep up?
Yeah.
That's 3 days out of
Oh,
365.
my God. Exactly.
And then you
Thanks
chuck
for backing us up, Keyzie.
you chuck in Easter.
There's Easter as
You know
well.
what I
What does
mean?
she need for Easter?
Easter eggs and stuff.
Well, this weekend I've got my wife's birthday. Well, I haven't. She has.
God, it's never ending. You see what I mean?
I do. And so when we first got together, it was a bit tricky, man, because we got together, I want to say, very late in the year, November, December type thing.
Sure.
And then in February,
Summer romance.
I had Valentine's Day, and then 1 week later, I had her birthday.
Yes.
It's like, oh God! Now you don't want to position yourself as being a tightwad, Keyzie. That's important.
Yeah.
But at the same time, is this thing going to last?
Two birds, one stone type
Well,
thing.
yeah, but you can't do that. You got to sort of mix it up. Anyway, so I actually, it was quite a good present. There's a jewellery joint down there in Wellington, and I went in there and I told them to turn around, flip over all the prices. Flip all the prices over.
Yes.
And then I got my wife to go in there and I said, you pick anything you want.
Wow.
And I'll get it. And I got quite like, it wasn't super out the gate.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad that we ended up getting married anyway, because it would have been a lot to spend about a month into the relationship. But that was a pretty good thing to do. I don't think I've ever topped that.
Yes.
But I was thinking this week we might take it a mini putt.
Well, there's that new one down by the water here in Auckland. Apparently it's great.
Well, I mean, yeah. How do you go right? I mean, chicks love
Totally
mini
they
putt.
do, man. And you can Yeah.
What you could do is you could get all the coloured balls and put them on the counter and go pick whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Totally,
they
man.
do that.
Get an ice cream at the end of it.
And she can score or I can score. They give you little pencils.
Yes.
Their decision. The only thing is I'll get her to just hang around the 18th hole there and just grab, you know how the balls go down that big long tunnel into the... Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I want to keep the balls so we can start again and get 36 holes in.
Yeah, nice.
For your birthday. That's great, mate.
Oh, that's a great idea, man.
Yeah.
How old is she turning?
I don't know.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. Done and dusted for your Tuesday night. Mogey, your plans, please?
Well, we've got some family staying at the moment.
Yeah. Do you ever not have family staying? It feels like there's always someone from the family
there's a few around at the moment. We've got an auntie and an uncle and a cousin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I might go to the gym for a few hours.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. What about you, Keyzie? What are you up to?
My wife's got...
Up to.
That's so cool, man.
Up to.
Yeah, cool. My wife's got squash.
Oh, yeah.
She's already had dinner because she finished early today. So I'm going to go home and
She's
have
already
mine.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. That is early. What did she have?
Chicken and this pasta-y stuff, pesto-y pasta, food boxy stuff. Yeah, pork mince is what I'm trying to describe. So I'm going to go home, eat my dinner by myself, play PlayStation until she gets home, and then we'll probably watch Grand Designs.
Why don't you watch a good movie? One of those millions
Top
of
100.
movies on your list.
Yeah.
It's just not enough time before she gets home. She'll be home at 8:15.
So
not
enough time,
barely
Keyzie.
enough
Forget
time.
about it.
Yeah.
Also, just a reminder that if you ever need any advice on anything, meet Paddy Nips69 at gmail.com.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
great stuff, Keyzie. Well, as you can imagine, fellas, I'm off home to repair a bit of damage from today for getting my 27th wedding anniversary, and I'm going to have to pull out the old Hoytey J charm.
God. That's going to...
Fellas.
Do you reckon that'll work? That's going to make things worse, won't it?
I can only try. You know,
Yeah, why not?
And frankly, let's be honest, she's seen it all before.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really going to have to pull one out of the hat here.
What's the first thing you say when you walk in the door and see her?
God, you look great.
Yeah, right.
God, you look great.
That's going to work, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah, thanks,
Heartfelt.
man. So romantic. Hey, make sure you check out the podcast. Make sure you check out our Instagram account. Till tomorrow. See you later.